What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Frank's Media and Reviews. In today's video, I wanted to go over my entire collection of the Scream Factory 4K releases, and there is a lot. There's a lot. I got into their collection because of the Friday the 13th Deluxe box set right over here, and of course, I'm a big horror fan, and so the movies that they release I loved when I was a kid, and they have some bangers, man. I mean, let's face it, they have some quality 4K movies in their catalog. And so I think overall their 4K transfers are really good. And, I'll just talk a little bit of each release. But, this video is going to be long, but hopefully not too long. I don't want it to be like 40 minutes, but there is a lot to get through. So let's get into it. First movie and franchise, really underrated franchise, I think, because people, know about the first 2-3 movies, but then they kind of disregard the franchise, maybe except for one of them. And I'm talking about Child's Play franchise. This is an iconic character, Chucky. He's part of the good guys, and I thought this was a great transfer. So Child's Play, Child's Play 2. I think it's my favorite poster out of the entire franchise. Love it. Child's Play 3. There you go. Bride of Chucky. Jennifer Tilly, you are a goddess. Seed of Chucky. Curse of Chucky. I actually like this one. They kind of go old school on it. Oops. Cult of Chucky. And the new one that just released a couple days ago, Child's Play 2018. I love Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza is gorgeous. But yeah, I think the movie's okay. Another fantastic franchise. You know what I'm about to say. Halloween. This is my favorite release that they have done. It's hard shell. I think it's all kind of plastic now, but original first pressing releases, hard box. So wonderful design. Halloween 2. Best design ever. Halloween 3. Look at that. I love how the colors are just popping. This is my favorite cover. Oh my goodness. Stunning. I literally can look at it all day. The first Halloween that I actually saw when I was a kid with my dad, and that's Halloween 4. Number 5. Number 6. Curse of Michael Myers. I think the series should have ended here. That's just my opinion. But Halloween H2O. Goofiest mask probably in all the franchise. And Halloween Resurrection.
Trick or treat, mother.
Garbage. But there's some great one-liners in this film. One that just arrived a couple days ago and actually just finished the last movie of this trilogy box set, and that is the Ring collection. I love this little hard box. It's a great one. What's great is the first movie, The Ring. After that, yeah, I'm gonna do a review for this, but The Ring, one of the best horror films of all time. Still, overall, good release by Scream Factory. Speaking of one that came out just a couple days ago, the last one is Carrie. This movie is amazing with one of the best jump scares of all time. The Exorcist 3. Love it. Oh, man, that scene. So good in the hospital. One of the best anthologies of all time. One or two, just depending on who you ask. But that's Creepshow. This is one of the best 4K transfers in their entire collection. Highly recommend it. I love it. The colors just pop. Oh my goodness. Fantastic 4K transfer. Darkman. I love this art design. Great slipcover. Yes, all of my Scream Factory 4Ks have slipcovers. No slip, no dip. Except for me, because I had to complete the collection. So, man. Willy's Wonderland. One of my favorite roles from Nicolas Cage. Love it. So goofy, but I enjoyed this film. Love this classic slasher. My Bloody Valentine. Wow! My Bloody Valentine. Dave's trying to do a peep show. What? There you go. The Funhouse. This is a good one. I don't know why people don't talk about this more, but Tobe Hooper, obviously infamous Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but also has another great 4K that's in this collection that I'll bring up later. But yeah, The Funhouse. I think this is a top 5 4K transfer from Scream Factory, and I'm talking about The Burning. And I think this is a top 5, maybe top 5 slasher. I love The Burning. This is so good. Classic movie. Highly recommend it, especially this 4K transfer. This is my favorite horror anthology, and it has my favorite horror story. It is amazing. I remember seeing it when I was a kid with my dad. You damn straight I had nightmares, but I couldn't get over it of how amazing this movie is, and all the stories, but the last one, and it's just so good. And there's so many stars in it. Frank, show the movie. I know. That's Tales from the Dark Side. So many stars in this horror anthology. And oh my goodness, man. It is so good. Unbelievable. Lover's Vow. It is one of the best stories in any horror movie. I swear. If you don't like that story, we can't be friends. I mean, we just can't. So, must watch. Very good horror anthology. Love it. I could talk about it for days. Snake, an amazing character. Talking about Escape from New York. Good movie. John Carpenter, you the man, of course, but I mean Kurt Russell, iconic as Snake. The next movie is Silver Bullet. I actually think this is a pretty good werewolf movie, but I did not like the werewolf design in this film. I don't know. I definitely could have been better. But I thought the story was pretty good, and I highly recommend this movie. I thought also I think it's one of the better Stephen King adaptations to film. So highly recommend it. Next one is Dead Zone. Christopher Walken is so good in this film, man. I really like this movie. Fantastic. Highly recommend it. And it's a David Cronenberg film. So, fantastic movie. I really hope maybe Shivers gets into the 4K or just more David Cronenberg films in the Scream Factory line. So, anyway, highly recommend The Dead Zone. Fantastic film. Love this creature. That's Pumpkinhead. Love Pumpkinhead. Oh, man. So damn good. And Lance, man, he's just an amazing actor. So good. And as a father, this film hit me a little differently than previously. Yeah, I would do anything for my child as well, like Lance did for his. So it cut me deep, man. Pumpkinhead. This is Ken from Mid-Level Media's favorite film. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Boba Hotep. This is just a goofy movie. Don't take it seriously. It's good. It's not great, but it's a good film. And I do recommend you watch it. So, fantastic 80s movie, and I'm talking about Motel Hell. One of my good friends, one of my best buds from our little horror community, Kevin, he's part of my horror fam, told me about this film. Never heard of it until he said it, and luckily, like literally a few months afterwards, this was announced. And so, yeah, I do enjoy this film. Pretty good. This is a must watch. I literally watch it a couple times every Christmas. And that's Krampus. I love this movie. So many good, funny scenes, horror scenes as well. Just, it's a perfect blend, and I love it to the core, and it has a fantastic Dolby Atmos audio. Thunderous. Oh, it's so good, guys. Love it. This is a unique spin on a Little Red Riding Hood, and that is The Company of Wolves. This film isn't for everyone. It's kind of slow, but it's a good one, and I do recommend it. My stack's kind of it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Not gonna lie, I just took one look of Natasha Hendridge, and I was just my jaw just hit the floor. And I'm talking about Species. I don't think this movie is as good as I remember, but you know, I stay for Natasha because she is just a stunning specimen. Another John Carpenter classic movie, and that's The Fog. Yeah, it's a good one. Good 4K transfer as well, but yeah, good movie. This movie is great on 4K. I always recommend this movie, and it's. I'm about to cuss, man. I was about to. I'm trying to cut back on that, but the Blob. The Blob is so good. So many memorable scenes, and this is a fantastic transfer done by Scream Factory. Oh my goodness. This is a must own movie. Must own. Not a bad movie, but you know, it's a movie, and that's Dead Silence. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Um, I think this is not a great 4K transfer, and I think this is Scream Factory's first 4K transfer as well. And I'm talking about The Sword and the Sorcerer. Love the artwork, fantastic artwork. But I personally didn't think that the 4K transfer was that great. Or the movie. The movie is. I love this movie. It's got some kick butt martial arts scenes, and if you guys know already what I'm talking about Brotherhood of the Wolf, man. Oh, this movie is so great. I love this movie. There's some good actors in this film as well. Highly recommend it. Oh man, I could just watch this after this video. Next is The Haunting of Julia. It's a slow movie. Up front, but I think that the story is pretty good, and this is fantastic acting by Mia Farrow. Just a great job. Don't see the changeling in in this movie. Jeez, you're gonna need a pick me upper after that's a depressing double feature. FYI. I love this movie. I think this is a reference Dolby Atmos, especially for the Scream Factory collection. I think this is like top 3, maybe the best Dolby Atmos. Just great surrounds, sounds. The height channels is fantastic, and I'm talking about Life Force. First off, this is a good movie, and the Dolby Atmos is fantastic. I always recommend it for that Dolby Atmos. It's just, I think this is a must buy, especially if you're an audiophile, kind of like me. Guys, iconic masterpiece. Carrie. Love Carrie. Who the heck doesn't love Carrie? That's almost like fighting words if you don't love Carrie. I'm serious. What? Carrie. Fantastic movie. That's a no-brainer. I like these next John Carpenter movies, and I'm talking about The Prince of Darkness. Look at that. I love this cover. I really like Scream Factory's slip covers. I know they have some amazing steelbook designs, and I have Carrie, Army of Darkness, and but steelbooks. But I love the slip covers, and because it's me, I double dipped on some of them to have the slip covers. It just looks all beautiful together in unison. So, there. I love this film. Roddy Piper is amazing in it. And he's all out of gum. And he's about to kick some ass.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. and I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'm talking about They Live. Oh, and I think this has one of the best fight scenes. It's just him and Keith David go at it, and they are going at it. They are fighting, and I love it. Amazing film. Didn't see this movie until I actually bought it. And that's Cat People. She is gorgeous. What's her name? Natasha Kinski. Oh my goodness, she's beautiful in this film. Just stunning, man. I thought the movie was okay. Malcolm McDowell he's a man, so no complaints with that. One of my favorite films, horror films. Oh my goodness, guys. I love this film so much. And of course I had nightmares when I was a kid. And I'm talking about Nightbreed. Nightbreed. So good. Love it. Oh my goodness. Must own movie. The restoration isn't that great. Scream Factory is up front with what they had to work with. But I don't care. Who gives a damn? This movie is amazing. Must own for horror fans. One of the best remakes out there, and I'm talking about Dawn of the Dead. Guys, this is a must own. Fantastic transfer and must own. And of course, it's got Ving Rhames. Ving Rhames right there, man. It's a must buy. Ready? Dawn of the Dead. Fantastic movie. Sorry, guys, but it really is. I love it. Love this movie. I think I've said I love this movie. I love a lot of these movies, but it's true. I really do. I'm talking about The People Under the Stairs. This is fantastic. And yeah. Who doesn't love The People Under the Stairs? And it's got Ving Rhames again. I didn't mean to go back to back, but boom. I really like this transfer. Night of the Comet. I didn't even know about this movie until this was announced by Scream Factory. They're having a 4K release, and I'm really happy with this transfer, and this movie is really good. Highly recommend it. This is a damn classic. Classic. I'm talking about Black Christmas. People by now know, but I mean, in case you don't, Black Christmas and A Christmas Story is the same director. It blew my mind the first time that I found out that it's the same director. It's just unbelievable. And this is a dark movie. It's so good. Highly recommend A Black Christmas. Or Black Christmas, I should say. This is a classic slasher. I love this movie. Again, I watch it every single Christmas. I love seasonal themed horror movies. Army of Darkness. Look at this. Is one of the coolest shots, man. Look at Ash. About to kick some booty. Love it. And can't talk about Evil Dead franchise without, in my opinion, this is the best movie in the entire franchise and one of the best remakes ever made. And I'm talking about Evil Dead. I love this movie. I saw it in the theater. I fell in love with it, and it's just as good. On the 4K format. I love this movie. 2013 Evil Dead is a masterpiece. I'm saying it's a modern masterpiece. Horror masterpiece. So damn good. One of the best final girls too, man. Me? You kidding me? Who didn't? I mean, I saw this when I was a teenager, and that's The Craft. The Craft is so damn good. Psych, I didn't see it when I was a teenager because this came out in 1996. I did not see this as a teenager, but I saw, I guess, when I was a teenager. So, oops. But The Craft, Nev Campbell, so hot. Yeah, just fun movie, really good movie. Speaking of fun movie, Night of the Demons. Holy cow! I didn't see this until the 4K transfer, and this is great. What a great movie! You know me. If you've been watching my videos, you know me when it comes to animals getting that ass. And now I'm talking about Piranha. Piranha is fantastic. Love this movie. Guys, Alligator. Classic creature feature horror movie. I mean, look at this tank. Look at him. Rawr. So good. Classic werewolf film. That's The Howling. Some good transformation. I love the ending to this movie. The Howling. So good. I already mentioned it before. This is my favorite horror film of all time. This has my favorite horror villain. And I'm talking about Candyman. It's Candyman. Masterpiece. Must own. This is my favorite zombie movie of all time. To me, it's not even close. I'm talking about Return of the Living Dead. Love this movie. Love it. Oh, it's so fun. These next movies, and this is it. I'm going to be done. Have no slipcovers, which is BS because all of these movies have slipcovers, except for some reason, Scream Factory decided that these movies didn't warrant a slipcover. So I, as a collector, am kind of pissed about that because I like to have everything all look nice. Even if I can't display it all on my shelves or anything, I still want it to have a slipcover, and they don't. So I think that's enough for me ranting. They are The Haunting. It's all right. Not really. But it's got Catherine Zeta-Jones, who's a fox. Your favorite, my favorite, I'm talking about Skyline. Okay, bad movie. But this 4K transfer is really good, and the blues are popping. You might have to wear some sunglasses for this film. But, get it at a discount because the movie is terrible. I am upset that this movie, the bundle or whatever, for some reason, they didn't release each movie individually. They released it in a combo, and that is Slumber Party Massacre and Slumber Party Massacre 2. I don't know why. Both of these have a 4K scan on the negative, but it's just, I don't know why. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who's also mad about that decision. I don't know why. Fantastic zombie film, and I'm talking about World War Z. Blah blah blah. Great movie. This is a blast. Love it. Love it. Again, it's a movie. It's not terrible. I don't think it's too terrible, but yeah, it's Ouija. I like the poster. The poster's pretty good. These movies got an individual release, so I don't know why Slumber Party Massacre didn't, because that's more iconic than these. But these are very fun movies, and I'm talking about Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day 2. You, boom. Both of these movies are actually pretty damn enjoyable, and I do recommend it. I had fun with this, and I think people should just watch it and own it. And that's freaky. I really enjoyed my time with this film. Very good one. Last but not least, and I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's all the movies. If I'm forgetting one, it's I apologize, and but I don't think I am, because I got those new releases just a couple days ago. My last one, and this one should have got a big collector's edition. Fantastic sci-fi film. I think it's one of the best, and I'm talking about Upgrade.
I need your permission to operate independently.
Permission granted!
Thank you.
I didn't even see this film until this release. A couple days later, I watched it again. This movie is a must watch, a must own, and it should have gotten a better release from Scream Factory. Very disappointing, but the 4K transfer is good, and so I can't complain about that. But I wish it just had at least a damn slipcover. Jeez, man. I don't know why. But again, fantastic movie, must watch, must own. Okay, guys, so that's it. As you can see, there's quite a few in their collection, and I love it. They got me hooked, like I said, when I got the Friday the 13th deluxe box set, and I regret nothing. I don't regret anything. I think they put out phenomenal 4K transfers, and I highly recommend getting their movies if you're a horror fan, because they have some bangers. As you can see, there's some classic horror movies in their lineup, and they're must-owns, and they usually have some good sales. Not great sales, but at least good enough sales for you to kind of get some movies within that, a sale that they're doing, because they do it a couple times a year. So I highly recommend getting their horror movies. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have some movies from their collection, what are some of your favorites? And what 4K or what Scream Factory Blu-ray in their collection do you wish that they had in 4K? I know I'm waiting for In the Mouth of Madness. I'm waiting for that to have a 4K, because it should have already had a 4K. So that's what I'm waiting for. So I'll end the video, guys. I'll end it. So thanks guys, and have a great one.